You're messing with my Zen thing, man.
Icensed has just subscribed. We ear.
Well, hello there, chat. Good afternoon. It's Monday. It's December 1st. We are in the final countdown. For 2025. Ladies, gentlemen, programs, users, and gentlefolk, welcome on in. I am your host, Scott. The arcade is open. As you can see, we're working on Christmasing. Place up a little bit. How's everybody doing? To those of you who were here last night on Twitch, but to those of you who actually came over to watch us, Eliza and I do the miniatures last night, thank you so much for that. I really do appreciate it. It means a lot. Yeah. Hi, chat. How are you? Are you good? Are you having a good Monday so far? And you know what? Honestly, if you're not, maybe we can fix it. Maybe we can make things better for you. But yeah. Hi. This may come as a shock to all of you, but I am going to dedicate this week strictly to Euro Truck Simulator 2 and Nordic Horizon, and that's it. I will not be here tomorrow. Tomorrow I will be going to Toronto with Eliza. She has work in the office. I've got to take something back to IKEA. And then I'm going to take, a little bit of time to go and spend some time with my mom and my sister again. Because now that we are getting into the holiday season and there is the capacity for me to go and regularly see them, or at least semi-regularly go and see my sister and my mother, I might as well take that while I have the opportunity. Right. Go and spend a little bit more time with them. And, again, it is the holiday season. So how's everybody doing? What did you do with your weekend? I know some of you weren't here. That's a shock. You buffered. How dare they buffer you, sir? How dare they buffer you? How dare they? He's like, I was buffered. Shame, Twitch, for shame. How dare you buffer my moderators, bastards. So yeah. Mike, like I said, might come as a shock. This week is going to be dedicated strictly to Euro Truck Simulator 2 and the Nordic Horizons DLC. Because here's the thing, ultimately, month of November, yesterday, I've got like 3 different sponsorship opportunities yet for like game sponsorship stuff. What I might do next week is actually set one day aside and go through, like, spend 2 hours with one, 2 hours with another, and 2 hours with another kind of thing, and try to get them out in a day, give each one sort of 2 hours for a shake. We'll see how that goes anyway. I don't want to be hanging around here too long. We've wasted enough time, chat. Like I said, at Christmas, I Christmased everything up, okay? Dad put the decorations, okay? See, look, decorations are up, okay? I don't want to hear anybody say, he's not in the spirit. He's a Grinch. To that I say, get fucked. Okay? We're gonna drive. I'm in the middle of Nevada. Why are you in the middle of Nevada? Why? Why are you in the middle of Nevada? What are you driving home? I got it because Nuts Life gifted it to us last week. I do believe it was on Friday. Vacay road trip. Did you drive there or did you fly there and then rented a car to drive back? I'm very confuzzled. This is... Oh, you drove. So how are Kyle and Anna doing? They good? I'm super happy for them, by the way. I'm super happy with them. Or happy with them. Happy for them. My God. Well, happy with them, too. They're going to be awesome parents. Hi, Jessica. Good luck with that. By the way, we're not using any map mods. This is just... yeah, no map mods. Euro Truck Simulator 2 has no map mods. I honestly think that I'm going to have to look at the load order again and adjust things. They good? Bump is adorable? I mean, right? Exactly. Exactly. Bump is adorable. Like I said, I'm happy for them. I'm stoked. They're going to make awesome parents. Okay, here's the thing, Icy. It is crazy to think that when I met you and I met Kyle, that, you know, y'all were just like, you know, youngins playing video games on the webs. It's don't put nitrous in a truck. It's a terrible idea. That is probably the worst idea ever. Okay. Worst idea ever. Don't do it. Don't do it. You keep the nitrous out of the truck. Yeah, nitrous is for pretending to get dental help. That's it. Nice. Oh, this weather looks like total ass. Ah, shit. All right, well. Okay, and I'm going to turn our dash off because I don't like having the dash on. All right, so I was like, why are we going so freaking slow, bro? Why is this truck going so slowly? What the hell, bro? Yeah, oh man, who knew starving the brain of oxygen was so fun? Okay, why is it not going? What in the actual hell is going on here? Also a Carradine quote. Yeah, there you go. I actually think the truck might be damaged. So we're gonna have a look here. That was strange. Okay, well, let's check our maintenance. No, no, that's definitely not maintenance. Her? No, I don't. I'm gonna go back to the 6x4. Maybe 8x. 6x4, please. Oh, god damn it. No, I don't, we're not changing the truck. No. You had your last? Nice. Yes, I'm going to cancel all the modifications. Okay. Nice. Very nice. We're gonna go, nope. Open pipe, 700, open pipe, 600, open pipe. Euro 60, open pipe, 540. Okay, let's do that one. Maybe it's 2.8. We do 2.9. Confirm. No, the parking brake is not on. What kind of a question is that to ask? Actually, maybe. Hold on a second. You know what it might be? We're gonna restart the wheel. Teeth look good. See-through mouth guard looks good. Bye. She checked it, see if it still fit. It was like, yep, you're done. That's actually good though. That's awesome. Okay. This is very, very strange. Yeah. The hell would be doing that? Like, that doesn't make any sense. No sense whatsoever. Shifter layout splitter? No. What? Yeah, automatic. That's right. Okay. Yep. Chat, does my truck not like the cold or something? I'm very confused. I don't understand. It's like weird. No, it's not low FPS. It's the truck. It's actually the truck. The FPS is great. What are you talking about, low FPS? You have a fair weather truck. I mean, that is a possibility. Oh, God. Okay, hold on. We're going to have to do this. Because I am not rebinding all my keys. Just fuck that. I'm not doing all of that again. How in the actual... No. How did that happen? Oh, God. There we go. That's the way it's supposed to be. Thank you. Okay, so now truck might be sick. I mean, that's possible. What is happening here, chat? We're in 8 high and it's... That doesn't make any sense, chat. How are we in 8 high? How is this possible? What the fuck is actually happening here, chat? All right, any suggestions? I am open to them, chat. Because I have never actually had this happen before. Okay. What the hell? Seriously, what in the hell is actually going on here? I'm open to suggestions. Doesn't matter if you're watching on YouTube or you're watching on Twitch. What the hell is going on here? Like, there's this does not make any sense. It makes no sense. I only have this truck and the Mercedes Actros. These are it. There are no other trucks. So it doesn't make any sense why this truck is actually doing that. So we're gonna... Let's see if we've got... I mean, we could do some Volkswagen. We could drive a car for that matter. Wow, those that's okay. All right. What do we got here? You know what? Hold on. Hold the horses. Let's buy let's see what we can do about yeah, I want to travel to the Scania dealership. My sensitivity is at 100%. Why would it be at anything but? Actually, I don't want that. No. Yeah. Yes, I want to leave. We're gonna go to used trucks, please. Used trucks. Are you on sequential? It has to be on... It shouldn't be on sequential. No, it was automatically changing gears. It went all the way up to 8 high. It just wouldn't... It was freaking weird. Real automatic. No sequential shifting, real automatic. Right? So that's working, that's working. Everything, the pedals are all working. I have it set, right? Okay, let me go through and let's see. Button 20. Yeah, okay. That's off. Yeah, okay. Wipers back. Okay. Yeah. Light modes. Okay. High beams. Yeah. Hazard warning. Okay. All of this stuff is... Yeah. Lift, drop, axle. Yeah, okay. Yeah, up, down. Yeah. Rear suspension up, down. Okay, yeah. Trailer detach. Trailer brake. Yeah, okay. Engine brake increase. Yep. Joyride. Engine brake decrease. Left, yeah. Okay. Decrease. Yep, okay. What the hell? This makes no sense, chat. No sense whatsoever. None. No sense. Yeah. I have no idea what's happening here. This doesn't make any flippin' sense because everything is set the way it's supposed to. It is strange, man. See, we are in 8 low, moving nowhere. 8 high, moving nowhere. Like, that makes 0 sense at all. Probably. No, it's starting. Here's the thing. There's neutral. Too low. 5 high, 6 high, 7 high, 8 high. We're not even moving. It is an 8 high. So it is. This is where I burn things, right? So if anybody has any idea why truck before the update worked fine and after the update does not work anymore with no mods for this truck other than the skin, this is a stock Volvo, stock in game. The only thing about it that's modded is the goddamn skin. Yeah, probably a tariffed part. That's probably it. All right, let's look at used trucks. Fuck it. We're gonna need a used truck anyway. We've got 495 million, so what's 370 normal left hand? Okay, we're going to purchase that. We are going to send that all the way down to there. Actually, you know what? Maybe we'll just put it, yeah, we'll put it there. Okay. All right. Now we're going to go to truck manager. Now we're going to go here, right? Let's go to upgrade. I'll leave it where it is for that. Okay. We're definitely going to do a I'm going to do a 6x4 long. Okay. Right. That's an extra 56. Could it be, could that be inverted? Nope. Can I check the Actros? The Actros is, the stock truck that my, employee is using. So if they're able to use it and they're still, out there driving, then. Okay. We're going to grab that. And remember, I didn't do anything for the Actros at all. I literally bought it used and just tossed it in there. Okay, let's throw that in. Will you accept my workshop mods? Oh, God. That's terrifying. Why did you have to make it so weird, sir? Oh, wow. We're already up to 103,000. Okay. Smart Dash. Smart Dash Advanced Dark. Yes, please. You know what? That's worth it. Okay. Skins. We got a couple here. Ooh. Oh my. We could do the Eddie Stobart. Judas, DLS. Stobart Energy Tyco. There's one I haven't seen in a while. Torben Raffin, huh? I mean, that actually kind of makes sense. We do the Torben Raffin post-Nord. that one. Save up. Lynn Fox, yeah. 770. I have it set to automatic, so there's nothing. I literally only have to put it into third gear for drive. Neutral is neutral, and fourth gear is reverse. That's it. I have not changed anything. Everything is exactly the same as it was before the update. I haven't changed anything. So I think what I'll do is we're going to go back up to the top. I'm going to grab the turbine raffin. Yeah. Okay. And then we're going to fix up the exterior a little bit here. That's going to go. I don't like any of these extra effing mirrors. These things are terrible. I can't get rid of... you know what? Might as well make it painted then. Can't get rid of it. Might as well make it painted. Painted, please. Thank you. Painted luxury, actually. That's right. All in. I'll do the Scania special. Hey, there we go. Painted, please. Don't need flags. Flags are a waste. Painted exclusive. I don't use Snowy Moon. I'm not giving that little shit any of my money. He gets nothing from me. The free TAA version of Snowy, that's not even worth it. Snowy Moon gets none of my money. What he's doing is not really that impressive. What he's doing is not actually that impressive. Oh, that's broken. So is that. Why is that broken? Interesting. We're going to go Ranger. That's right. I'm going to talk crap. I will talk crap about the Snowy Moon mod. I can't believe people are paying him. That's the thing. And it's not that impressive. It's just all they're doing is using custom reshade as a filter. They've customized something in the back end, but the stupid part is the fact that it calls home and people are all right with that. It has a back end call home feature. I'll put the Griffin. Griffin on both sides. Hey, Slider, how do you listen? How do you feel about things that call home for mods? I'm sorry, mod creators do not deserve the protection that they don't deserve DRM. Exactly. Why does it need licensing? Thank you. Why do you require some form of DRM? Both. It requires an active online connection to communicate data to the mod creator, which for a mod. It's like, guys, this isn't like professional level freaking software here. Like, come on. Who do you think you are? Give your head a shake. Exclusive and chromed. Painted and chromed. Exactly. I'm gonna go painted. There. Yep. Okay. Do we want the Vabus King of the Road Vabus double? Let's do the Vabus double. This is getting costly, chat. Just for the record, this is getting costly. Okay. Front grill. Mighty Griffin. Ooh, that's nice. Okay, painted. Yep. There it is. There it is. Okay, bull bar. We'll see. All right, headlights. What do we want? We want low and high xenon. I don't want the plastics. Exclusive. Halogen. Ooh. Oh. There we go. Exclusive painted. Halogen. Xenon 7Ks. Somebody's getting blinded. There are other ways to do it without using Snowy Moon and taking the frame rate hit. Appropriate use of filters helps. Snowy Moon actually, see, the thing is, while it might make you've fallen for the classic trap. Snowy Moon doesn't actually make it look better. Painted and plastic blind spot sensor. Yeah, let's go. Just in case. Painted blind spot sensor. There it is. You could do it with NVIDIA filters if you wanted to. What he's done is not overly impressive. That's basically the end all and be all. It is not as impressive as everybody makes it out to be. Everybody, the thing that I've seen recently is there are a lot of people who seem to have just like they've propped Snowy Moon up like he's the savior to Euro Truck and American Truck, and I'm like, no, definitely not. Yeah, exactly. Even the Open XR dev says don't use it, right? Exactly. Stock. Let's go with the Thor. All right, that's nice. All right, let's go. How much? Ooh, this is getting expensive. This is getting expensive. Do I want Thor? Thor. On monitor? No, we're. What's the BS on meta? I don't know. I have no idea what the BS on meta is. Okay. I've used the Snowy Moon stuff in the past, and I'm the first one to say I'm not impressed. Like with my experience, it is not impressive. Yeah, it's OpenXR toolkit. Yeah, exactly. Right? Actually, you know what? Let's go with the LED. There we go. All right. Yep. LED painted. Actually, hell yeah, that looks good. All right. Into the rims. Speed line? I don't think speed line. Well, no. The thing is, though, is a lot of people, the funny thing is, though, is people who are using Snowy Moons are using a mix of Snowy Moons, the filter mod with Project Next Gen and JBX. And it's like, why are you using so much? And then the worst part is you're on some of these forums or on some of these Facebook groups, and you see people bitching about the performance. They're like, yeah, but it looks so good. And I'm like, the hidden performance you're taking is not worth what you're paying to get like temporal anti-aliasing when you could do the same thing with the back end of the NVIDIA drivers using NV filters. So why are you using somebody's third-party thing with a call home feature when you already have the technology built into your PC that you can do it for nothing without the performance hit? Like right now, I have TAA and FrameGen applied to American Truck and Euro Truck using a 9070 XT and just the driver set. No extra software, just the drivers. Performance is by far way more important than freaking visuals. Absolutely more important. Okay, what, Ravenclaws? I don't know, man. It's just it is. I find it's insane the lengths people will go, and it's like you could do that without having to, like completely melt down your PC. We're gonna just go dark silver. Yeah, there we go. All right, that's better. Yeah. Excuse me. No, dark silver. Dark silver. I'm gonna do the same thing over here. We're just gonna go get rim. Back up to the top. Where's the dark silver? Holy crap. Oh, there we go. That's all for the cars. Don't care about the car stuff. We're gonna see if the new truck actually drives the way it's supposed to. Dark silver. Perfect. All right, nice. Now tires. Last but not least, we're going with Goodyear. 295. 295.80. Oof. Oh, those are so no. Those look terrible. Why? No polished. Oh, why did those look terrible? Why did they do that? Ruin. We don't know. Why are the tires? We don't need polished tires. That is terrible, chat. Okay, we're getting somewhere now. B&B. There it is. Yeah. Let's go. Wait, what are those? Those are the FuelMax S Gen 2s. All right, let's go FuelMax S Gen 2. All right, and last but not least, FuelMax D Gen 2, B&B. Okay, there we go, and we're gonna exit that. Painted. Okay, here we go. Drive it. Yes, please. Oh my God. Here we go. Super picky to, well, that's kind of the other thing too, right? Like it's, right? Where in the hell am I? Excuse me, sir. Where are we? Please tell me I'm not in Paris. God damn it. I didn't want to be in Paris. Fuck. Okay, navigation, quick travel. We're gonna quick travel up here back to where we were in Helsinki. We're down to 155,000. Okay. I know it might sound like I'm like being kind of like brutal or savage, but I'm just there are just some things that for me my brain goes, why? What is actually happening? Yeah, look at the speed. Brand new truck. What is happening, chat? This is a brand new truck. No damage on the truck. All right. So we're going to back out for a minute. Okay. As you can see, throttle, brake, clutch. Everything is working, right? It's all working as it should. So what the hell? All right, well, let's go in. This is so freaking strange. It's yeah. There's this doesn't make hide nor hair of any. So we're just gonna start going through here. We'll get rid of that. Leave all the skins because the skins don't adjust anything from the physical truck aspect. Yeah, that is all fine. It's just skins anyways. Those are skins too. Yeah. Vandalized trailers. Yeah. Container pack. Okay. I'm gonna get rid of that. Get rid of that. And we'll leave the containers pack. All my trailers are all up to date because these are all Steam downloads. Steam. Yeah, see, this is all stuff for Steam, so it's all up to date. It was literally updated over the weekend. Yep, rail tires, okay. All of this stuff has been brought up to snuff, like, it's all... Belka, yeah, okay. Uh-huh. Animated steering wheel. I don't know, maybe we'll get rid of that just in case. Yep. Actros, okay, yeah. Wheels, yeah. Improved dash, okay. This is all stuff from... I don't know, maybe we'll get rid of the Scania drivetrain, we'll get rid of the Volvo. Just for the shit of it. Like that's the crazy part is there's nothing here. We're just gonna get rid of that too. That should be changing any of that. So how do you know what that setting does? Well, yeah, exactly, right. Thing is, I don't have time, honestly, for stream purposes. I don't have time to be sitting here with my thumb up my butt trying to test profiles and stuff. We just need to be able to drive. And by the way, the reason that we're doing this is because it was recommended from a list of games that I currently have available through AI. I went through 3 hours of entire prompting. In the Steam forums, probably they're more likely to be in the SCS forums, unfortunately. More likely to be in the SCS forums. LG sent a fun message to me today. We have exciting news, a new update for your TV. Uh-huh. Deep in the notes, AI assistant. Oh my God. So I spent 3 hours and I went through some pretty intense prompts providing entire lists of games and average hours played and things like that. And this was the one that was recommended at the end of the 3 hour session. This was the one it was recommended to play just for this week. And we haven't really been able to play it yet. Chat. I'm frustrated right now. Helsinki, please. Thank you. Let's see. All right, you know what? Here's what we're going to do. Let's try a quick job. Let's do a quick job. We're in Helsinki, right? Let's do a quick job here. We're going to just take a stock truck. This is a stock truck. This is a quick job. Stock truck. It's set to automatic. This is set to automatic. I have it set to automatic. Real automatic. I have adaptive disabled. We go through here, go down here. You can see the wheel turns. Accelerator, no dead zone, brake, clutch, right? Right? All of this, all functional. Simple. I'm not even shifting. I put the brake on, goes into reverse. Actually, I need to delete this because I deleted RPM. Yes. We're just going to take the first one. I have to do this because just trust me on this. We're going to connect. Yep. Sort of, not really because I wanted to, but because apparently, my trucks won't drive. Trucks will not drive. Oh, fuck off. Do I have to? Are you fucking kidding me? Steering wheel. Real automatic. Holy. This is just to test something. No, the parking brake wasn't on though. That's the thing. Parking brake was off. I don't use a handbrake. I don't like doing tech support while I'm streaming. Sure. What? It doesn't have the head tracking enabled. Sorry, I didn't mean to be muted. Eliza had come down, so I was talking to her for a moment. So yeah, I have my controls set exactly the same as I do in the other one, in the other profile. Gas brake clutch on me. I mean, maybe, but boy, is that frustrating. Hey, Big J. So yeah, I don't know. That's kind of strange. Other than the fact I didn't fully set everything up, like I don't have my indicator set up or anything. It was just like, I just kind of came in and did a very quick and dirty setup. But accelerator, clutch, all of that set up the way it was. Big J, how are you doing, man? I gotta say, I do not enjoy doing like my own freaking tech support bullshit while I'm supposed to be streaming. This is a pain in the ass. I'm good, nice. I'm glad to hear it. Anybody, by the way, I'm gonna ask, anybody pick up any sweet deals between Friday and today for like Black Friday or you know, the Cyber Monday stuff? No head tracking is very awkward, by the way. I have not had no head tracking for so long. I don't care about my speeding violation. Take my $10, eat a dick. Yep, that's right. You cops are in a minivan passing me, and I'm the one getting the speeding ticket. Chat. I want to do, like, I really want to do the I'm not starting a new profile though. Like, I refuse to start a new profile. Not doing it. You've got a Pimax Crystal? Dude, see, there you go. Pimax Crystal. Here's the thing. I would probably get a headset if I could find, if I could get into a Pimax. All right, so all I'm gonna do here is we're just gonna sort of finish this up. We're gonna move over to the other profile, and I'm just gonna start tearing things out of it until we get it to work. So here's the thing, Slider, is like you sent me the plan. Like I know you sent me a copy of the plans that you've got, right? I would love to build that out of aluminum, because then the customization ability would be really nice, especially because I would be able to add swap-ins for flight gear. You gonna open, or are you gonna... Oh, nope. No, not. Right here. I thought it was there. It's right here. We're just gonna do play it safe. Just to get it down and out of the way. Okay, well. That concludes it. Continue. Yep. Okay. We're just gonna do that. All right. And Confirm. Okay. Boom. Done. Company brand. I love that. Company branding. Yeah. Hey. Yep. Nope. Good luck. Awesome. Yep. Nope. Feature unlocked. No, we're not doing that. Okay. Nope. Nope. We're gonna go into here. We're gonna go into options, and that is going to turn that effing thing right off. Okay. None. No Arduino. Get lost. Okay. All right, back to the title screen. Bought myself a Dyson on-track headset for 1990 kroner. 276 Canadian. You know, the stupid part is it's probably a mod. Get rid of that. So I'm just going to get rid of the ones that I know I just recently added. You would not buy a Pimax? I'd rather buy direct from Pimax. I'd rather, yeah. We'll try that. Okay. Folks, if you're just joining us, all I really want to do is just drive in the Nordic realms. Here, we were driving last week and it was fine. And yeah. Apparently now it's like, no. Smart NG's bad business means they sort it out or they go down in flames. So I've waited them out. See, here's the thing is I've never had problems with returning anything to a company that I've directly purchased. I've had nothing but problems with Amazon. So I would much rather drive to a brick and mortar store to return an item or buy direct and fuck the middleman. The middleman gets no business, if at all possible. The reason that things are as shitty as they are is because we rely on services like the middleman services like Amazon. And as soon as you stop using the middleman services, right? Now, Pimax might be a different beast altogether. Yeah, small China office, but still. We'll see how this goes. We're gonna try a couple of things. Okay, so first and foremost, doing a stupid. This is actually a option. We're gonna go to real automatic. Here. Okay, that's done. Yep. Okay. Okay. That's our rebound. Seems to be working fine now, so yep. I wasn't supposed to go this way, was I? Nope. Uh-huh. This is gonna be fun. I don't know. Honestly, doesn't even really matter at this point. It was, you know what the crazy part is? It was probably the 2025 freaking Audi A6 wagon mod that I added. That would be that, believe it or not, that, yeah, there we go. Everything's working fine. It's probably the car mod. Third-party car mod that I added. Anyways, we'll do this quick one and then we'll get back into my actual truck here. Holy shit. There we go. All right. Well, at least we're not eating shit anymore. See, here's the thing. Again, I'm of the mind, personally, I would rather have a triple screen setup, proper sim rig setup, than VR any day. It's going to be more immersive because you're going to be able to put like you've seen the rigs. You've seen these rigs where they've got like they've got it built in and they've got it roofed over and they've got the lighting and everything. And it's way better, far more immersive and far more realistic than anything you're ever going to get from VR. This truck has got no balls, by the way. I already discovered that. This truck has no balls. It wouldn't go over the hump. No balls. See, as somebody who's used VR, I don't like it. I feel more disconnected with VR. This is more immersive to me, staring at the screen and turning my head using head tracking and eye tracking than VR is. It's too clunky. You gotta wear heavy shit on your face, but then you don't see. Here's the worst part: if you've got a really nice wheel setup, you're fumbling around feeling for shit, right? It's crap. I mean, that's fair. It is a crap echo, but still, right? Like, I know that pisses people off when I say that, but why are you gonna, like, some of these guys are racing in VR. They've got a $5,000 fucking race rig with the wheel and the shifter and a button box and everything that you can't see and appreciate while you're doing the racing because you've covered your goddamn face with a stupid freaking interface with a freaking screen rather than just building a really nice rig. It's still not the same. Hey, you just never mind. There's nothing wrong. Listen, there's nothing wrong with death. I would rather feel like I'm sitting in a real vehicle with like a good bucket seat with the harnesses and like a little bit of haptics than VR any day. It's going to be a much more immersive experience. I don't want my, but then again, it kind of defeats the purpose of virtual reality. Why not just build something that is visually appealing and more realistic and more tactile than something that just fools your eyes? Because here's the thing, is it doesn't fool your body, your physical body, only fools your eyes. So it doesn't really fool your brain. It doesn't fool your ears. It doesn't fool your physical body. Whereas if you invest the same amount of money into a decent PC, a triple screen rig, a nice wheel with a button box that you can swap in flight gear for, a really good seat and some haptics, it's going to be a far more immersive and realistic experience. And I stand by it. My immersion, yeah. Hi, Tony. How are you? Tony be vibing. My immersion, yeah, my immersion. My immersion? America. America. You know, the crazy part is some of these guys will go and blow all this money on VR equipment and have these beautiful rig setups, and they're using goggles, so they don't even really truly get to accept and appreciate the rig that they've built. But then they also have these gorgeous OLED screens. Why? Why would you could have the cheapest budget ass 1080p fucking screens attached to your computer at that point. It wouldn't even matter. It's not like you're going to appreciate the OLED. Yeah, exactly. You can feel, right? But would you rather feel the haptics in the VR like in the headset, or would you rather feel it in your seat? I'd rather have three 43-inch OLED screens linked to a decent PC and just have a really nice rig with a seat beside me that somebody could join me and sit down. I don't know. I just, VR just ain't it for me. It never will be. I've used it and I've used different headsets, and it doesn't impress me. We're talking about a technology that has been in development since the late 50s, and it's still not mainstream. It will never be mainstream. Everybody wants Ready Player One, and all we're ever going to get is Facebook Meta. That's all VR is ever going to give you. You're going to get Facebook Meta. You are never going to get the Ready Player One experience from VR. Nope. Go, bro. Go. I'm holding traffic for you, buddy. JS around the corner. I don't know. I know everybody hopes and wishes and prays that VR is going to become mainstream, but I think you're going to see, again, I still believe that augmented reality glasses, which we already have with the Meta glasses, are going to be far more commonplace and more mainstream than VR ever will be. You should have given you the right of way. That doesn't mean shit. Come on. Let's be honest. Like driving in America or Canada. Just because you're bigger doesn't mean you get right away. It's not how it works anymore. We know that. Magazine at the door. Barbershop. Hey, my buddy owns a computer repair shop. You probably figure it out. I may go work there sometimes from 12 to 2 when I drop out of life. Barbershops. I mean, listen, do barbershop style. That's all right. Just keeps you busy, keeps you active, keeps the brain sharp, right? Playing Beat Saber, I would rather use eye tracking in games like ETS. Yeah. And again, like, it's different structure, different folks, and I do understand that. All right, where are we putting it? Where are we putting it? Where's this go? Come on. Oh, thank God. All right, well, we gotta get it in and around first. This is an HGV, I just realized. What the? All right. Excellent. Fantastic. All right, there we go. That's right. Give me my now. How is this going to actually fucking work? Oh, hey, look, it's working. Huzzah. All right, now that this is working. Okay. Every time I hit the escape, it apparently thinks that the tilde key is being pressed. It is still some blowback from me spilling coffee on the keyboard last week. You know what? Listen, I've managed to get the keyboard fairly functional. Okay, we're gonna add one back in. One is going back in. Ow! Watch, it was probably the dynamic truck flaps. I'm gonna try one in where okay, we're gonna put that down to the bottom. Put that all the way up there. Okay, right there. And we got let's try the animated steering wheel. Okay. I'm gonna put this all the way up. And we'll leave it at that. And I'm going to put the actually, let's do that there. And sizels should actually go. Okay. Let's try that, and then I want to go back to tuning parts. I'm thinking that this might actually be the problem. I'll put the Volvo back in where it belongs. And the Scania where it belongs. Because these ones are actively kept up to date for everything, so. Okay, where's the Scania? So we're going to put these back where they're supposed to be. Then we'll check again. Okay, save changes. Continue. Yeah, I'm not driving like a turtle. I mean, it works now. Then it goes, shh, Tony, I swear to God. Why do you have to ruin this for me, sir? Don't do that. I posted the wood 2x4 I made that I take pins out of the wheel out of the room. I mean, dude, it is a really nice build. Full, like, legitimately a fantastic build. Good God. I'm an agent of chaos. It's in the fine print. Okay, I mean, Tony, how dare you? Tony, did you have a good weekend though? That's right. This is the first day of the end of the year. Man, we are in the final days of 2025. I got my ass kicked at work. Oof. Yikes. That's never a good time. That is never a good time when you get your ass kicked at work. Okay, all right. Does USB have max signal length? I actually do believe that there is. I do believe that there is a max signal, length overall. I do believe that is a thing, yeah. And key transport. Okay. All right, so now that we got this sort of set, let's get ourselves adjusted here, shall we? FOV first. Usually like about an 85% FOV. Right. I want a little bit closer. Put the head tilt up. That's good. Rotate is good. Okay. Okay. Okay, there we go. Tilt is good. Perfect. All right, mirrors. Okay, right. Okay, and the side. All right, that's good. And now, there we go. Okay, we're in Helsinki. We're going to select all, remove that, and then we're going to go fuel, stop, order, resting place, service, port, channel tunnel, unvisited viewpoint, trophy not captured, way station, city, company, road numbers unvisited. Okay, perfect. Boom, done. Man, we got, okay. All right. We're over here. Got stuff over here that we could all go and check out, but we got external contracts. So we are in Helsinki. So it is a matter of finding the things. If we're in Helsinki, wait, what? I run 20-footer to the next room and have the same rig in there. I was going to try the garage on the other side of the house. The rig has its own USB hub on it. I'm not sure that's going to work. Dig new basement was actually... What map mod? This is just a background map mod from Steam. I don't know specifically. I can't remember off the top of my head, but okay. You know, hold on. These are the external contracts, right? Yeah. Wait. If we go here, whoa. Okay. Finland. So I need to take 6 of these. Finland. Okay. Using external contracts or external market with a World of Trucks connected profile. Community goal is 300 million kilometers. Holy crap. All right, well, all right, let's see what we can find then in job external contracts. You from here, and let's do, okay. Finland. We're in Finland. I would like to all the way down to the end here. Okay. I do believe that these have to be at least 200 kilometers. 172. How many kilometers do these have to be? 200? Has to be at least 160. Oh, all right. Well, there's our first one. I'm going to take that. We're going to begin that. We're going to start that one. All right. Gonna let me out? Thank you. Jesus. Holy crap. We'll try. We'll try. This one's 204, so probably all right with this. Yeah, we should be all right. It is probably 160 kilometers. Most likely. All right, here we go. Guess at some point maybe I should consider looking at getting Project Next Gen updated for Euro Truck Simulator 2. $150 kilometers or more. Thank you, Tixian. Appreciate that. There we go. 150 or more. I think we're good. Ah, damn it. Ooh. It is almost noon, and you see how dark it is? This is terrible. Worst time of the year to be up here. They probably won't. They've got Winter Wonderland kind of dialed in. They probably won't make any changes to it. Because again, why? Right? Like, it works exactly as, you know, as required. So why F with it? What do they, and honestly, what do they need to change? It looks like Santa's Village. It looks like, yeah, exactly. Free money. Why spend money? Exactly. You know, they had the Christmas, the Winter Wonderland stuff in as a seasonal thing, but why do they need to change it? Well, yeah, but the Halloween one was dope because it was brand new. Next year, the Halloween one is going to be exactly the same thing as it was this year. This will be the 3rd year with the Christmas one. It hasn't changed. They have no need to change it. It's beginning to feel a lot like profits everywhere we go. That's right. Let the capitalism hit the floor. See, here's the thing though, is I think the Winter Wonderland is just a test bed for like weird little seasonal events. And because it worked, they added the Halloween one in because they had developed the assets for Louisiana. So they already had assets that they could throw in, like the trees and the fog and the gators, right? Capitalism, or like crapitalism. I mean, it depends on who you talk to. Some people love it. Speaking of capitalist, I too am a capitalist. You know why I'm a capitalist? Because I like to pay my bills. I like to eat food and I like to keep a roof over my head. So yay capitalism. Because if it wasn't for capitalism, I wouldn't be able to pay my stuff by doing this. Or at least attempt to try and pay most of my things by doing this. So yay capitalism. It means I don't have to work a job where I'm just breaking big rocks into tiny rocks for somebody else. I don't have to be your Fred Flintstone. I don't have to be Fred Flintstone to your Barney Rubble. Well, you can enjoy breaking your rocks all you want. The thing is, though, is the downside with a game like Euro Truck Simulator 2 or American Truck Simulator comes back to the scale of the map. It is hard for them to do regional dynamic weather, shifting seasonal weather patterns for a game, for a map in this small of a scale. It's just, it's not doable. So here's the thing. So we have mods that give us winter, right? Well, what's the problem? We end up with snow in places like southern Italy and fucking Greece. Because it just ends up being a skin. Because there's no way to dynamically delineate the different regional aspects. So we get hornswoggled into, we've got to have snow and snow everywhere, right? Like there's no happy medium with it. I swear to God, if we get up here and this job is gone, I'm gonna be real upset about it. I'm gonna be mad about it, guy. Whoa, 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 whoa! Truck also is about to get very steepy, I feel. But again, it comes down to the reason for that is the map scale. The map scale is the defining point. Because it is 1/19th scale, it means the map scale is too small for them to effectively give us dynamic seasonal weather by region. They would have to double the map scale in order to actually give us a fairly reasonable facsimile with dynamic seasonal weather. Because you would be driving through climate so fast, it'd just be like zip, zip, zip. So you go from snow into like a more moderate climate like that, right? Oh! Yeah, it would be. Honestly, it would be super daunting to double the map scale, because then you have to add in a whole bunch of extra road network and everything too. Bonk. Yeah, listen, the Sierras is just that's kind of a weird random. That's an outlier, but we have stuff like that in like even in Europe too, right? But these are outlier regional areas. Yeah, exactly. It'll buff out. Okay. It's no big deal. Oh, we're here. There we go. Bumped it right on nicely. All right. Okay, we're in. Let's go. Get like a glove. Oh, we're a ways away from Florida yet there, Tixian, in American Truck. I mean, now, what I do believe it is, what, Thursday this week that we get Louisiana released for American Truck? Oh, yeah. All right, here we go. Oof. Yep, the 4th. Yeah, so Thursday. You know, it feels pretty nice to actually be in a Scania again. It's been a hot second. It's been a hot second since we've been in a Scania. We've been driving that Volvo for so long, I forgot what driving one of these was like. Now, this isn't like super powered. Ooh, whoa. Bro, get your ass going, Jesus. Running both, yeah, running. Oh, jeez. Shh, chat. He saw nothing. Holy shit. They also added the Scania Super engines and the 770. Nice. I almost ate shit there, chat. I was too busy staring at chat, not paying enough attention to what was going on the road. Okay, this weather can F off, though. Wow. This weather is miserable. This weather is legitimately miserable, chat. Crackers Game, hello, welcome. All right. Oh God, this weather leaving Helsinki is kind of rough. All right, can we get her up? It looks like we. Oh, Jesus, man, SCS needs to improve the AI traffic. This is terrible. Like, it is 2:25, by the way, 2:25 p.m. in game, and it looks like it's 8 p.m. here. It's terrible. This is brutal, man. We're so far north that there's barely daylight. I might actually have to remove the real sunrise and sunset mod, because this is rough. This makes for such a short day. Who will just forward it to the project manager? Send it to the send it to the PM. Like, I can't even tell if my lights are on because it's so freaking dark. No wonder you have to have your lights on in Scandinavian countries all the time. So yeah, I use a mod that actually gives you the real, like the real time for sunrise and sunset, and it's regional. So it gives us where the proper sun position if we're in the Nordic countries at this time of the year. And as you can see, it is dark as a mofo. Lights are on everywhere. It's dark. It's miserable. It's just like, oof. It is so rough. I heard the good news. Congratulations. Oh, my lights are working. Holy shit. Time to spend irresponsibly again? Oh, are you going to gift us 1,000 subs? Is that how you're spending irresponsibly, Tony? Tony? Not only in ETS2, they need to fix that. Well, here's the thing though, is I have the same mod creator has the same mod for American Truck. But the AI traffic, yeah. So this daylight thing is really trippy, man. It gets so dark up here at this time here. It's like we've barely done any driving. It is 20 after 3. It's 3:20 p.m. and you can see look at how dark this is. This is ridiculous. This is absurd. I mean, it's cool, but we're not really getting to enjoy. You know what I mean? But yeah, no, considering that would be 9K, no. Yeah. Hey, trust me. Yeah, the worst part is, Tony, you know what the worst part of that is? That's almost $10,000 for you to do something like to gift 1,000 subs. The streamer only gets half. Twitch takes the other half. Now, you ask me, does that not actually feel like a waste of money? If you had the ability to give someone $10,000 like that, would you not rather just give it all to them? And maybe it's only like a 2% platform fee rather than they get the platform gets 50% of that. Yeah, right? Exactly. Also oh, well, hey, listen, don't talk dirty to me like that. Jesus. But you see my point, right? Like, it's just, it does not, like the way Twitch tries to hype up subscriptions and bits all the time. Like, user direct donation. Yes, exactly. Absolutely. Because here's the thing. Most streamers either are using Ko-Fi or Coffee, whatever you want to call it, Ko-Fi, or they're using something like PayPal, right? Both of those only take roughly maximum 2%. Right? Maximum 2%. So you're better off than the streamer that you're trying to support gets 98% of what you're giving them. No. The platform fee is only 2%. I'm not like where Twitch takes 50% right off the top, right? I don't use friends and family. Fuck that. I don't use friends and family. Mine's not set up. My My PayPal's not set up for that anyway. I don't. Exactly. I'm not friend or family. Exactly. Exactly. But that's the thing, right? Like, it's kind of crazy. You want to give a streamer 100 bits, but it costs you almost $2. And 100 bits is only $1. Yeah, see, I'm not, listen, I don't do the, I'm not down for the tax fraud stuff. I like keeping things fucking legit and above board, okay? Personally, I like doing it legit. Less problems that way. You know what I mean? This rain has just been non-stop. Yeah, 159. So you're spending an additional 59 cents for a platform fee to give me, and that's the thing, that is 159 euro. So what is that in American dollars? Convert that to USD. Convert €1.59 to USD. How much is that? $185 USD to give your favorite streamer $1 US. That's not a deal. I don't care who you are. And yeah, like, here's the thing. I'm streaming on Twitch. So technically, that means I'm shit talking my preferred platform. Now, here's the thing. You would be better off using PayPal to give your favorite streamer that $1.85, right? And having PayPal take 7 cents. Better deal. Streamers using friends and families violates PayPal's terms of service and tax law. Exactly. That's why I don't do it. That's why I don't use friends and family. That's why I actually have mine set up the way I have it set up. Because I'm not trying to break any tax laws. I'd rather not. I'd rather not go to jail for fraud, thanks. It's just preferable. 100 bits for us Canadian frickers cost $2.19. You're practically paying double the price for the bits. Yeah. Account lock, tax fraud, dealer's choice. Yeah, I'd rather not have any of those options, so that's why I don't do it that way. And anybody who does do it that way really needs to check themselves, because that is, I mean, that's how you get arrested. That's how you go to jail. Let's be honest. That's how you end up getting arrested and going to jail. Or likely invoice from IRS first time. Audit. Yep. And banned from PayPal. Exactly. And the thing is, if they ban you and you still have money sitting in that account, you don't get your funds. Those funds are held. And you don't get them. Not your money. And in some cases, what ends up happening is the funds are returned to whence they came. So to the people who gave you those funds, it gets sent back. Sometimes, not all the time. Yeah, small fish are easy cases, exactly, right? It is still raining, man. It has been raining for like, God. Easy 4 or 5 hours in game already? It's like ridiculous. It's been raining. You know the worst part about this? We didn't really get to see anything beautiful because we spent more time messing around trying to get this to work first. Let's do this. Oh, that is so tight. That was a little snug. If I was the IRS, I would audit everyone with a Twitch 1099. Everyone? That seems like a massive waste of funding. I don't think you need to go after everyone. No, you're right. Like, okay. First one done. I think we got the first one done. Didn't count. Oh, I don't have the forest machinery or the farm machinery apparently. Interesting. Not a big deal. I'm not really overly worried about that email. Okay. Dispatcher, thanks. Okay. And then how did we I'm in Finland, you mother external contract. I think that's one of them, isn't it? Ah, damn it. Okay, that's not gonna work. Scheisse. Maybe? Okay, hold on. Why? Stop it. Finland. Vasa. Okay, let's see if we can find anything to Vasa. External contracts. Okay, let's see if we can find anything to Vasta. I'm not... I mean, the Sweden ones are nice, but... Probably... Watch, we probably won't, will we? Ah, God damn it. If they make over X, take itemized deductions, take Twitch 1099, then rip them apart. You can't deduct food, delivery costs. No, I know you can't. You can't use friends and family's donations. Nope. That's why mine is not set up in any way for friend and family donations. Because it's just like, no, not gonna happen. I mean, okay, you know what? I think we're gonna... Let's do that one. Yeah, we're gonna do that one. Yeah, and on, yeah. So many things I bet they are in violation. You know, the crazy part is you're probably not wrong. Okay, so we're gonna grab this load first. It is only 5:07. It is dark AF up here. We have very short days right now because we're in the Nordic region. That's gotta be hard. Like being somewhere where it's so dark for so long at this time of year would try, like, it's already crazy that it's like by 5:30 it's dark here. All right, Tixian, cheers. Thanks for coming in. Appreciate it. So the crazy part is, see, now here, okay, so here's the disturbing part. This is kind of the downside of a platform like Twitch. When streamers are trying to get active, like sponsorships and everything else, a lot of these companies are looking at metrics. One of the metrics they look at are active concurrent subscribers, not the followers. They don't give a shit. Followers don't count. They're looking at concurrent viewership and concurrent subscribers as a metric before they start offering out sponsorship deals, like actual, like, paid sponsorship deals, not like the kind that I get where I get a free game key to do a little bit of review work. I mean, like, legit, you're being paid for your time to look at a game or a piece of hardware, right? So you're getting the game plus you're getting paid for your time. It usually turns out to be fairly lucrative, but a lot of these companies that are offering these deals out are either going through an agency, so you have to have an agent. Agent is always going to take a percentage, but they're also looking at the metrics of concurrent viewers. Follower numbers don't count for shit. Concurrent viewership and concurrent subscribers. The reason that they look at concurrent subscribers is because subscribers are paid on Twitch. So they are paying people. And the higher that number, that means that you've got either a lot of people who are very kind and generous and gift a lot of subscribers. Hi. Yeah, eyeballs, exactly. It equals eyeballs per hour, right? So the higher concurrent subscriber count is one that a lot of these companies look at. They don't care about the followers. You could have 10,000 followers. Doesn't mean shit. But if out of that 10,000 followers, you've got 5,000 of them subscribe monthly, that's the number they're interested in. The reason that they're interested in that number is because money. That means that you can attract that level of return, right? High value eyeballs, exactly. Whales who spend money, therefore they are more likely to purchase the game or purchase the product. Yep. Or you have captive audience to watch ads, also true, right? So this is why but this is why I understand why, you know, Twitch is always trying to find ways for us as streamers, Twitch specific, to push subscribers. Game seems to be doing fine. How are you doing, Nustlife? I thought we did our first one for the Nordic Horizons DLC thing, but apparently we did not, so didn't count. When you win, Twitch wins. Yeah. Yeah. Now, I'm thinking this one we are about to do is going to be different, and this one will actually be the first one for the Nordic Horizons. For Finland, anyways. They need to be, but here's the thing. Personally, I would, and as much as I like having the subscriber goal and everything, I would still personally much rather have people direct tip than, subscribe to me on Twitch or throw bits at me. Because I personally feel like that is a much better deal for you guys as viewers. You're not having to like spend $5 and streamer only gets 50% of it, right? Yep. Yeah, exactly. Safer platform. Yep. And you're looking forward to tomorrow? Why are you looking forward to tomorrow? Oh, Twitch is a safer platform for the viewer. Yeah. Yeah, that's true. It is. It is in some ways. Yeah. I wouldn't necessarily agree with it. I guess I should probably spend the €5 to purchase the update for Euro Truck Simulator 2 and Project Next Gen. Oh, you have a concert. Oh, you're going to Antwerp for a concert. Nice. Nice, dude. Jeez. Sounds like fun. What band? Who are you going to see? One less connector, one less company to lose my data. Oh, you're going to see Sabaton. Nice. Hell yeah. Good choice. All right, so we're gonna go and find a space to park because I don't like driving in the dark. The reason being is because then you don't get to see all the pretty stuff. You don't get to see the pretty things. Second time seeing them, nice, very nice. Last one was the tour to end all tours. Yeah, I don't know. It just boggles my mind that they're like your favorite content creators, the channels that we all like spend more time on. Like when we're watching stuff on Twitch or YouTube, that there are better ways to like YouTube, believe it or not, has a far better monetization setup for their content creators than Twitch does. Twitch is so far behind the game on that, it is ridiculous. Absolutely, like just absurdly so far ahead of the curve on that. Okay, so let's get on the map here and see what we've got. All right, so we're all the way down here. Wow, this sounds very angry, by the way. We're gonna stop up here. Cannot wait to see what they did with the new album. Awesome. Whoa, what the hell? Wait. This is not backing tracks. What the hell? Enable repeat. How is this even a thing, bro? This is on backing tracks, but why is it? Oh no, okay, no. This is actually, all right, never mind. This is part of the backing tracks playlist. Okay, never mind. Jeez, I got real concerned. I was like, oh no. I was like, Spotify did the dumb. Who dug too deep? What? At least it's not raining anymore. God for that. Wow, this is angry, man. Thanks, Jeeves. Thanks, Jeebus. Save me, Jeebus. All right, so we do not currently have any interior accoutrements to the cab of this truck. We bought the truck used. We did some work on it. We upgraded the engine, upgraded the powertrain, like the transmission. Are you gonna get by and then let me in, or are you just gonna be a dick? New set of tires on it, better rims, paint job, and that was pretty much it. This is where I burn things. Wait, we're burning? What are we burning? Who are we burning? Are we burning witches? Are we gonna dig through the ditches and burn through the witches and slam in the back of my Dragula? Is this what's happening? I'm gonna slam into the back of chat's Dragula and slay them in the back of my Dragula. See, exactly, right? I'm gonna slay all of chat in the back of my Dragula. Okay? All of chat. I'm gonna slay all of you in the back of my Dragula. Dig through the ditches and burn through the witches and slay in the back of my Dragula. Yeah, that's pretty much just like, let's go. Ooh. Oh, Rob Zombie. I'm gonna slay chat in the back of the Dragula. Hello, John. What did I walk into? We're talking about Rob Zombie. Well, more specifically, Dragula in rock music and metal, and we're talking about how Twitch basically robs streamers and the viewership community compared to how everything is run on YouTube. Twitch is, even though Twitch is my main platform, that viewers that want to support their favorite streamers or favorite content creators are actually going to get more bang for their buck and better value if they tip them directly rather than pay for subscriptions or bits or anything like that. Oop. So that's what you walked into. You walked into that conversation. You walked into the conversation of how Twitch Dad is effectively shit-talking Twitch. We can't park there. Those are handicap zones. Those are handicapped places, filled with handicapped spaces. Can't stop there, but can definitely park over here. It's going to be a rough week. I mean, listen. It's the first week of December. We're coming up on the Christmas season. Of course it's going to be rough. What were you expecting? It's December 1st, my man. 4:04 a.m. We went to bed, it was dark. We woke up, it's dark. Jesus. All right. Dad has refilled. And we're heading out. I don't care. We're going. We're doing it. Committed. Don't care. Welcome to living like a vampire. Yeah. I know what the 10th is, but I mean, there comes a point we all need to start working on healing through loss or healing after loss. How long has it been, Tuttle? And don't think like I'm not trying to smack you around or slam you by any chance. Yeah, 13 years. Remember, would the people that we've lost in our lives want us to be unhappy? Would they want us to just mope and miss them, or would they want us to like be happy and live our lives? Honestly, it was that mindset that actually allowed me to, you know, I still talk about my dad. I still miss my dad. There are times where, you know, I could very easily use like a phone call from him or talk, you know, just like how it used to be. But holidays don't bother me nearly as much now. Only because it's like he would be the first one, because I can like hear his voice kicking my ass saying, stop moping, boy. Get out there, live life, enjoy, stop moping and living in the past. That's what I would hear from my dad. If he were here, or if I could pick up the phone and call him right now, that is exactly what he would tell me. And it's been 10 years, right, since I lost my dad. So, and here's the thing, I know, you know, my mom's getting up there, her health is a little rough, and I don't wish for it to happen, but I know that at some time, like, she's 70 years old, right? Like, she's, that time's gonna come. Right? Like, and it sucks when it happens, and I wouldn't wish it to happen to anybody, but we also know that, you know, it's kind of it's that unfortunate natural cycle of shit too, right? How life goes. Those who are most important to us can't be with us forever. We're not built for it. We're not built to last like that, you know? And I do understand, though, that it is very hard. Okay, so it is very early morning. It is 0511 a.m. Like, it's 5:11 a.m. It was unexpected. Yeah. It kind of snuck up on you, right? Yeah, exactly. Remember the good times. Remember the happy memories. you know what? If you have to, you stop, you pour a drink, you know, you toast to the memory, right? And this year, it sounds like it might have just kind of snuck up on you. I hope you weren't staring at the calendar, waiting for, you know, for it to come up, that you actually just, you were living life and you were doing your thing and it just kind of snuck up on you. I always feel like that's the better way to have it. Also, it is, yeah, it sometimes comes back. It's when it controls your life and actually really affects your life long term. That's definitely when it becomes a bit of a problem. Like the loss, like picking up after losing someone. July 4th, she would, yeah. That's how it happened for me when my father passed away 10 years ago, right? The crazy part is he had just been to his doctor's appointment. They had drawn a little bit of blood, done the blood pressure and everything else. He was out in the waiting room talking to the nurse, making another appointment, when he dropped dead right there. Just bam, just went, done, in the doctor's office. They could not resuscitate him. He had just finished a checkup. They drew a little bit of blood, send off for some tests, right? He was in, you know, and literally was standing at the front desk talking to the nurse, the reception, like the nurse and the receptionist, make another appointment, and just drop. And it was 10 years, as of this September, it was 10 years ago when that happened, right? I compare it to a wound. It's like reopening all the time. Yeah, and that's the other thing. If it is constantly reopening and there's no healing going on and there's no attempt to try to heal, like going through the healing process, and it is definitely a problem. Yeah, right. We all have our scars, but if it is a wound that, because here's the thing, if you look at it like a wound that is constantly reopening, that means it's going to fester. And the longer it festers, the harder it is to heal. See, the one thing I know is that my dad went exactly the way he said he was going to. It was going to be instant. He was going to be on his feet. He was going to go standing up, and it was going to be instant. It wasn't wrong. Fucker knew. My dad knew. He freaking knew, and that's the insane part of it. No, well, and that's the thing. Like, I would like to think that if you just go, like, it's instant. That's exactly it. There's no suffering. Nobody suffered. It wasn't long and drawn out. It wasn't painful. It was just like, you know, whether it's in your sleep, right? Or whether it's just like instantaneous, you just drop. There's no suffering. It's not drawn out. There's not, it's just bang, right? Now, for those of us that remain, it sucks for us because we don't get the chance, we don't get that closure, we don't get that moment where we get to say goodbye. Like, actually say goodbye. I was 16 when this happened, right? So, some of you might know, because I have spoken about this, and it's usually the holiday season when I start getting a little grumpier, because I suffered a major loss when I was very young. I lost a baby sister to SIDS. Hey, Kimmy. Right? And it was Christmas Eve when that happened. She's only a couple of months old. But I woke up to paramedics and police and firefighters and a lot of noise. It scared the shit out of me when I was very young. Right? Because I had a baby sister that died of SIDS. Sudden infant death syndrome. SIDS. Sudden infant death syndrome. So there's no real explanation for why it happens or how it happens. All I know is my sister Victoria went to bed, she was put down to sleep, as she had been for months. And because her crib was in my room, I woke up to all the bullshit right at Christmas. Now, if you don't think for a second that that doesn't ruin the holiday spirit for a while, I mean, that'd do it. Do I have recommendation? Yeah, use the clamp. If you've got a monitor stand, use the clamp. Don't drill it. Just use the clamp. There's no need to drill it. Just even though he may have drilled a hole for a screw, you can still switch that out and just put the clamp. It's not going to change anything. Just use the clamp. That's my recommendation. Yeah, exactly. I was a child when that happened. I was 9 years old when that shit happened. 9. And it affected me for a lot of years, right? What changed it was when I became a parent. I realized I've been dragging this around. I've been making people around me miserable for fucking decades. Because I wouldn't let that trauma go. I didn't put in the work to heal from it and just let it go. It's not easy, but it was definitely worth it because now Christmas is enjoyable. The reason I did it is I became a father myself. I still have moments where I struggle with holidays, right? It is. Hey, listen, hugs are good, okay? Nothing wrong with hugs. Sometimes people need hugs. Sometimes bros need hugs, okay? But the thing is, though, is it really did truly affect a lot of how I viewed the holiday season for a long time. Yeah, and right, exactly. It changes things. When you have something like that happen, especially around a holiday, it completely changes the aspect of the holiday. Here's the thing though, is Tuttle, you have every capacity and ability to change the outcome of your life, health-wise. It comes down to making the necessary changes. Don't drink a lot of alcohol, smoke cigarettes, right? Be a little more active, like physically active, right? Like work out a little bit, do a little bit, spend more time in nature, right? Drink more water, less sugar, right? More whole foods. Ooh, Ooh, there we go. Medal of the Bells. There we go. She was only a few months old. She died of sudden infant death syndrome, SIDS. It is a known it is a known medical thing. Children die. Infants. She was still an infant. Infants die all over the world from SIDS. There's no real true explanation. Nobody knows what causes it or how it happened. It's random. It's weird shit. So it's congenital heart failure is what you're worried about. So that means what you need to focus on is things that functionally help increase your overall cardiac health, your cardiovascular health. Cardio, man. Walking, running, right? That kind of stuff. High intensity training, HIIT training. You got to get the heart rate up, get the blood up, right? Get the blood pumping, heavy breathing. That's how you do it. Cardio, cardio, cardio. Yep. Running, cycling, right? A lot of HIIT training. If you can, do stuff in cold air. Not as long, but outside in cold air to help strengthen your cardiovascular system, but also strengthen your lungs, increase your lung capacity. No, it's not like AIDS. No, SIDS is not like AIDS. It is not an autoimmune disease. Sudden infant death syndrome means child just poof, dies. Nobody knows why. There's no explanation as to what causes them. It is not a disease. The medical term is SIDS, sudden infant death syndrome. It is not a disease. Nobody has an explanation as to what causes sudden infant death syndrome. Exactly. SIDS has no known cause. It is not a disease. No, she didn't have a cold. It has no known cause. That's what I mean. The infants that die of SIDS are perfectly healthy. There's no bruising. There's no medical history of issues. There is no reason for them to pass away as infants. It just happens. They're not sick. They don't have any diseases, no viruses. They're perfectly healthy children. And they just suddenly gone. Suddenly die. They don't know what the cause is. They have no known cause for it. Exactly. It is in the name. Sudden infant death syndrome. Exactly. No, it is called sudden death, infant death syndrome. It is not a disease. It is just a phenomenon. It has been medically studied for decades now, and it's not like it's a disease. No. Again, this is where a fundamental language barrier develops. It is a lack of medical understanding, and this is not everything in medicine is known or explainable. Not everything is medically known or explainable. Okay, we're coming in here because there is a thing over there that I want to see it, chat. See it. Viewpoint over here. Get the viewpoint. By the way, Nordic Horizon is quite pretty. It is unexplainable, and that is why it is referred to as sudden infant death syndrome, because there is no explanation for why it happens. It just happens. There is no cause, no known cause. It has been studied for decades now. It still happens all over the world. Perfectly healthy children, none of them are sick, none of them have anything wrong with them. They just happen. Just happen. No, it's okay. Yeah, exactly. And there is no, it's not like getting a cold or a flu or having pneumonia or bronchitis where you get run a course of antibiotics and you rest up and it goes away. It's child is perfectly healthy there and then they're not. And it's okay. But the thing is though, is I held on to that for a very long time. I don't hold on to it. CPR wouldn't work because it usually happens when they're asleep. What are you going to do? Keep a kid awake? Like keep an infant away? Yeah, it's a sudden unknown cause. Exactly. So, and that's the thing. I know CPR. But that's not going to save a child that, if you're asleep, parents are asleep, the house is asleep, infant is asleep, and then you wake up and your infant is dead. You don't even know how long they've been gone. The only reason that I woke up in the middle of the night to the commotion was because my stepmother had woken up to check on her, on Victoria, and freaked the fuck out. I was 9, right? I just today... I did your resuscitation refresher. Yeah. Google it up. It has no known cause, just steps to minimize the chances. Yeah. And the crazy part is everything that is used to minimize the chances was stuff that my stepmother had done. Like made sure that there were nothing that could, bury the child's face or anything. And, sleeping position and all of that stuff, because she was like freaking, oh, you're sleeping. Yeah, you're still here. Because she was, she was very attentive. That was my, so my stepmother. Victoria was her second. She had 2 with my dad, my sister Robin, and my sister Victoria. And that was it. Victoria did not make it into really truly into life. It is what it is, right? But the point is that I personally carried that for a lot of years and had a lot of animosity towards the Christmas season. It wasn't the season's fault that I had lost a sister, but because of a lot of the emotion around holiday season, you tend to then mentally, you end up being very bitter or have anguish towards the holiday season and anybody who is genuinely happy and joyful during that season. Now, personally, I've dealt with that, but that's the thing, is we all have that kind of stuff, right? Like, it's not a pissing match. It's not I don't think of it as like some kind of a competition or anything. It's just something that helped make me the person that I am. I've resolved a lot of that bitterness and stuff within me so that I don't carry it around. And I don't put that out towards other people. Here's the thing, is it might be called something else where you are, Kimmy. Just remember that. Sudden infant death syndrome. There is no known cause. It's not like some kind of a weird disease or something that can be cured with a needle or antibiotics or anything. It's And chances are you probably do have something, because it is a global phenomenon. It is not just North American. It is not just Canadian or US. It is worldwide. It is a human issue. It is a generic term for the sudden death of an infant with no known causes. Exactly. It is the generic term. Yes. By the way, this drive is beautiful. Look at this. Look at the scenery, chat. Man, this is beautiful. Look at this. This is gorgeous up here. Look at this. Ooh, that horn though. The horn's it's a little loud. So we're doing this week just so we get it out, and because this was a recommendation after messing around with Google Gemini for 3 hours and providing it with a ridiculous amount of data. This was a recommendation for this week. No, I'm so far, I think, yeah, it is absolutely gorgeous. It's beautiful here. The Nordic Horizon's DLC is quite pretty, quite beautiful. But yeah, so this was the recommendation after like 3 hours of prompting and providing lists of, like, I provided just a generic game list and then broke it down to simulation and driving and stuff like that. Like, I went through an entire process and it took about 3 hours. And it was this for a week, and then I've got some sponsored stuff coming up where it's just like checking out a couple of games. And I think I'm going to do all of those on one single day, and I'm going to give each individual title 2 hours just to sort of quickly check things out, you know, give it a try. Yeah, only for this week. After this week, it's... But I won't be here tomorrow. I'm going to Toronto tomorrow. Your new glasses came? Awesome. Is it a new prescription, or is it just the glasses? Like, same prescription, new glasses, or is it a new prescription and new glasses? That's something eventually I've got to get done too, so I've got to get an eye. New prescription, blue light protection. Nice. Where we at? Oh, it's not quite noon. It is so dark up here though, man. It is noon and I'm used to seeing it like so much brighter. I might, while we're messing around with this DLC, I might actually, like, after we're done this run, I might remove the real sunrise and sunset mod, just because it's like, I don't like how dark it is right now. I want to be able to see things, and I feel like it's way too... There's a whole lot of nothing up here but trees. So, whole lot of nothing but trees up this way. And snap-on sunglasses, nice. That's always a good choice. Good add-on. Oh, you want Caterpillar? Didn't even know that they made frames. Didn't even know Caterpillar made frames. Okay, we're just gonna start slowing this down for the roundabout up here. Welcome on in, folks. If you're watching, whether you're watching on Twitch or on YouTube, thank you so much for being here. Appreciate it. We've been having a fairly heavy conversation on quite a few things, like, you know, like overall, like content creator support and stuff like that. How a lot of these platforms, the monetization on them is kind of terrible for the creators, because the platforms take too much. Which, I mean, Twitch actually takes the most out of all of the platforms. Twitch actually takes the most at 50-50. They take 50%. So if you sub or you throw down bits, Twitch is getting 50%. Well, actually with the bits, it's just rolled in where if you want to give a streamer, you know, say 100 bits, which is $1, it costs you $2. So they've got like 100% markup on the bits, roughly 100% markup. Whereas if you're like, and they take 50% of subscriptions. Whereas a lot of other platforms, you don't have to worry about, like, it's the monetization and the way that people are able to generate the ability to pay and live and support themselves with their content is just better set up. And that with Twitch, it's actually, it's funny how they're always trying to find ways to get streamers to promote subscriptions, which on Twitch is paid. But that's actually the worst model. Yeah, is $1.40. So you're paying an additional 40 cents. So T-Ville, you're in the US, right? So it's an additional 40 cents for every dollar. So you are paying $1.40 to give your favorite content creator $1. Whereas you would actually be better off just straight up giving your favorite streamer $1 as a tip, or $1.40 as a tip. Or just giving them straight up $1 as a tip. And keeping the extra 40 cents for yourself, right? Completely keeping it off platform on Twitch. And the funny thing is this actually makes a lot more sense why there are so many Twitch streamers that have like Ko-fi, like the Ko-fi.com or Patreon, right? That, because Patreon is another one where I think their platform fee is only like 5%. So if you say subscribe to Patreon for a content creator through their Patreon, through a basic program, say it's like a $5 subscription monthly through Patreon, then the platform is only taking 5 to 10% rather than 50%. I just realized I did not have my protein shake. That's why I'm feeling extra freaking hungry. 6 hours left. Okay, we can do this. We can do this. It's just, I find it funny that, oh, whoa, what? It looks like it's the sunset already. It's only 1 p.m. Just, my God, we are so far north now. Daylight is only like 3 hours. Yeah, 3 hours of daylight. Perpetual darkness up here. I don't like it. Don't like it one bit. Not even a little bit. This is not a good time. How are you supposed to see anything when it's dark all the time? I mean, no, that's true, but the only here's the thing. The only reason it's that realistic is because of mods, okay? Oh, hold on. It's because of the mods. Isn't perpetual darkness till sometime in January? Yeah, exactly. We're getting up to about the same. Was it longitude? Latitude. Longitude. Oh my God. Jesus, brakes, bro. Woo. I would go squirrely. I'm not gonna lie. I would go completely squirrely. Really went all out with the Christmas decorations? Yeah. Yeah. One string of lights and a thing around the camera. Yep. That's it. I know it looks like Santa's Village threw up on my stream. So festive. Much wow. There it is. There it is. I don't even have Christmas decorations. Well, maybe you need to change that, Tuttle. We've got our tree up already. No, we just put our tree up. The tree just went up yesterday. Well, sorry, Friday. And then we did the decorating yesterday. Had them. The one that I got, the apartment, she took everything when she, wow. That's pretty shitty, actually. Watched a super cool short film called Rally. I've seen that one. The human smuggling in the rally car? Dude. Using like the night vision shit and everything, lights are off. Oh, it's so good, isn't it? So well done. The driving, oh my God, absolutely off the freaking hook. It is. It really is. I think I watched that like a year ago. I was just so fucking impressed with it. It is just so well done for just like a little short film. Like running the border in a rally car, souped up freaking rally car with like night vision and shit. It's just like, oh man, it's so good. Yeah, no, he doesn't. That's the thing. He really doesn't have a whole lot of uploads. Right? Just popped out of nowhere with, yeah, no, right? Exactly. Just big banger. Big old banger. Okay, so, God, this DLC is quite beautiful when it isn't dark, because we are so far north right now that you get like 3 hours of daylight. It is not even 3 p.m. and look at it, chat. Man, that fog is so good though. Oh, Jesus. A little bit of lag there. I don't know what that was about, but perpetual darkness sucks. Or this weird little limbo dusk all the time is kind of weird too. And the fact that people can make it at home in such much less time than it took older homemade stuff like the Astartes. Neat. Yeah, no, right? It is very cool. It's rather amazing what you can do with a good camera, a green screen, and a little bit of just like costume stuff, and then the rest of it is all digitally created. Right, you just get some like different angle shots and everything like that, and then and motion capture a little bit of stuff, and then the rest of it is just digital. Tuttle, may I make a suggestion that might help? Simple suggestion. Okay. Keep it simple. Get yourself a single blue and white or single gold LED light string. Interior, and put it around one window. Put it around a living room window. On the inside, plug it in at night, and that's it. Just there. Yeah. Yeah, I think you're right. I think it was all UE5 aside from the mocap stuff. Yeah. That's it. Simple, like blue and white light string, LED light string, or a gold LED light string, interior light, and just put it around like a living room window and just turn it on at night, and that's it. Right? That's it. That's all you have to do. It might be just enough to give you a little added extra holiday spirit, but it's not too much. You know what I mean? Yeah, exactly. Go back to doing what you used to do before all the BS. Rebuild. Just a little bit at a time. Piece at a time. Okay. It is pouring rain. We're in Santa Claus Village though. See, I want to see this in the daylight. This is bullshit. Small reusable tree. Packs in the box. Hide small. Hey, you just get one of those tiny little freaking just little ones that pre-lit, all LED, right? Just stick it in a corner, right? Yeah, it's pre-lit. It's like just a tiny little thing that sits on a table or a desk, like, you know, about 12 inches. Yeah, 1 footer, pre-lit, and just throw it up. That's it. That's all you need. Keep it simple, right? Just a little something. Rather than allowing things to just make you feel sad and miserable, right? This is the first year since I was a kid that we've had a real tree. Her daughter and her daughter's boyfriend went out and got a real tree. And it is beautiful. And the smell, oh, I love the smell, man. Real trees, yeah. Well, no, they just went to the garden center here, Garden Gate. Beautiful. They do it. It's an annual thing there. It's not like you had to go and cut it down yourself. You literally had to drive to the other side of town and pick it up. You know, for scrubs. We're coming back and looking at this in the daylight, by the way, because this is bullshit. There's no way. We're in Santa Claus Village. Has been dark AF. Can't see squat. I almost feel like we need to come through and do some of this in like a third party vehicle and just like cruise in through here. Wrong time. Time for that. 7 years, 2 months, 4 days, 5 hours. Oh, Jesus. Don't hit me. 20 after 3 in the afternoon, and it looks like it's freaking 9 p.m. Got bronchitis. Ain't nobody got time for that. Well, thankfully nobody here has got any kind of lung issues, so we're good. Slider's like, I got bronchitis. Is that like having glaucoma? You got the bronchitis. Is that like a glaucoma thing? Y'all disappointed me in internet lore. I got bronchitis. Ain't nobody got time for that. Oh shit. Wait, what? Y'all disappointed me in internet lore? I'm sorry. Okay. I know I should recognize that. It sounds like something that has to do with glaucoma though. No. It's a lore thing. Which means it's from like, it's either like some internet meme, or it's from a movie, or it's from a TV thing, or it isn't even 4 p.m. Look how dark it is, chat. It isn't even 4 p.m. My God. Okay, we're racing to get this done. Three hours. Okay. We're just zooming now. We're just zooming, chat. We're gonna zoom. We're zooming. It's dark. We're being followed. Can't go over. Oh wait, we broke 90. Broke 90 kilometers an hour there. I'm sorry. I am sorry that I have disappointed you, O Sensei. Teach me your ways, so that I may master the skills. Okay, so here's the thing. When I was putting the lights on the tree yesterday, though, I did have an image of National Lampoon's Christmas holiday, Christmas vacation. I thought I was gonna get mugged by a fucking squirrel. I full on thought I was gonna get mugged by a squirrel putting the lights on the goddamn tree. It's from the auto-tune era, peak internet. Oh God. I wouldn't say that's peak internet, sir. Y'all better get your ass around that corner there. Come on. Get your ass going. Wait, why is that all blocked off? I have a sign to a place that's not on the map. Right at the end of YouTube. The end of YouTube? It was like the end of Vine and the beginning of YouTube, but you know, I digress. We shall not speak of such things. The evils of the online presence. 2.5 hours. Okay, we can do this. Ooh, we're just zipping through here, aren't we? We're just zippity doo dah daying through. Zoom, zoom, zoom. Oh, we're gonna have to slow down, Bobby. Slow it down, Bobby. Why does it look like they have additional stuff that they're going to be adding in? Or did they do that for Pro Mods? Vine founded 2012. Okay, fine. Fair. What you talking about? What are we talking here? It's kind of crazy. Vine didn't really last long, did it? Yeah, and you're right. YouTube has been around much longer than Vine, for sure. It's kind of crazy that Vine did not last that long. Basically, it got killed by YouTube. All right, this music kind of, oh my God, this reminds me of, this reminds me of the Metallica Master of Puppets guitar solo in the Upside Down from Stranger Things. Just freaking slaps. By the way, I need to find a large Hellfire Club t-shirt or like long sleeve shirt. I need a Hellfire Club shirt. Another Sequoia Investments company. God. BC from scratch. Ooh. Talked about it the other day. BC from scratch, huh? Very nice. I mean, there's something to be said about that. There really is. 3.5 mil seed. Ooh. Not gonna lie, give me a third of that. I'll build a studio to make everybody's eyes freaking bleed. 8 mil in Series B. Wait, what? I was for building the company? Damn! Not for CEO pay? Okay, what are we talking here pay-wise? What are we talking for CEO pay? Hey, listen, building a studio is me building a company, by the way. I love how they flick you. They just like, burn, I'm blind, bitch. Came very wildly on the package in the industry. There you go. Listen, I just want enough to be able to build a studio, okay? That's it. CEO should be a VC. Take zero. I mean, okay, that's fair. But yeah, new season released. Eddie Munson is by far one of my favorite characters. Eddie Munson is by far one of my favorite characters, Tech. Here's the thing. I absolutely 100% slept on Stranger Things. And now I'm like, why the fuck did I sleep on this? I thoroughly enjoyed it. Now, I've called a lot of stuff as I was watching because I didn't have any spoilers. I hadn't read anything about the series online or anything like that. But there were certain things as we got into like season 3 and into season 4 that I was like, I started calling shit. Generally, they want the CEO to take enough money to live and not stress about life, right? Which is sensible, right? Get some rest. Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. That is fair. But yeah, Eddie, yeah, Tech, like I got a couple of friends into that, slept on it. Then they were like, why didn't I watch this sooner? Yeah, that's pretty much what my brain did. So Eliza and I we've just finished up. This is a rewatch for her, right? We just finished with the end of season 4 as the release, and now they've released the first 4 episodes of season 5. The final season, by the way. Generally, you pay with stock. I mean, okay, fair. Well, give you stock for a penny. Yeah, buy what you want. Yeah, pretty much. There you go. They're going all right. They're not going too bad. We've only been doing them on the Sunday though, because it's just with her work schedule, it's just there's too much going on to do it more than once a week, like doing it on the Sunday night. So for 2 hours, yeah, well, Tech, same. I am an absolute fucking sucker for the 80s stuff. Absolutely. The music is on point. The styles, like the bikes, the bikes that these kids are riding. I'm like, I had that fucking bike, man. I rode that bike. I had the bike with the banana fucking seat on it, right? That long ass freaking banana seat. I had that shit. That's the stuff I grew up with, you know? But the music is so good. Like the styles, the hair. I remember the hairstyles and the clothing and the freaking, all the stuff that they show in there. They spent so much time. It is so meticulous in the level of detail with everything. The vehicles, the product placement, like, yeah, Hopper, I mean, I like Dustin too, by the way. Dustin Henderson. The kid is way smarter than they give him credit for. The kid is fucking brilliant. So well written too. Kid's a genius. Oh, we finally got one, chat. Yeah, the kid is funny, and like the actor who plays Dustin is funny as fuck. We finally got one, chat. Oh, we got new upgrades available. Wait, what? No, I'm not. No. No. We're just going. Nope. We're just gonna go back. Nope. Back to the workshop. Thank you. Don't care. All right, we finally got one done. There we go. Ivalo. Wow. Ooh, this got angry. It helps that they are all friends IRL. Well, it does. Honestly, I think that really does play a key factor. Winota, yeah, right? Yes. Joyce does kind of play. She's kind of hardcore, though. She's kind of kick-ass. And then Nancy, like freaking Mike's sister, she's a bit of a badass. Like her all dressed with the leather. She had the Indiana Jones thing kind of vibe going when they jump into the upside down, and she got the like sawed off shotgun. Like she kind of badass. I was like, hell yeah. Why didn't I bite on this sooner? I slept on it too long, chat. That's okay. We made up for it. Chat. Thanks for being here. Thanks for hanging out with me. It's a bit of a short one today. I will not be here tomorrow. Tomorrow I'm going to Toronto. I'm going to do the IKEA run and return the thing. Well, not return. Exchange the item for one that has the missing part that I need. That way we can build this and it can be in the upper living room for Eliza to use for her storage bins and everything, so that things are a little tidier and neater for it. But thanks for being here. We will be back on Wednesday. I appreciate all of you. Thanks for coming in. YouTube, you guys are amazing. As always, thank you so very, very much for coming in. Thanks for throwing down the subscribes. Thank you for throwing down the likes. And thanks for putting in the time and watching the stream. I really do truly appreciate it. Twitch, as always, thanks for coming in. Thanks for putting in the time and watching everything and chitting and chatting. Thanks for the follows. Thank you for the subs. Thanks for the resubs, the gifted subs, the bits, and as always, thanks for trying to touch me with your dirty tip. That's right. Yeah, we're gonna change it. I think maybe Twitch, we're gonna go and raid. We're gonna go do a little raid. So let's see who we've got available to raid away here. Wait, what? Okay, yeah, I know my gift stub ran out. That's okay. I'm sorry. Spread some cheer, aka share holiday hoopla clips and earn the ugly sweater badge. Really? Chat, does anybody want the ugly sweater badge? That sounds like a terrible thing. Let's see who we've got here. All right, who do we have available to us right now? Who have we got going? Man, why? Okay, here's a question. Why are so many people playing Escape from Tarkov? Why? Why are so many people playing Tarkov? The fuck? When did Tarkov come back into popularity? Seems absolutely terrible. Anyway, doesn't matter. Not really an important point. I'm gonna send all of you over to Loken. Loken's on easy raid target. So we're going to raid Loken Place. Okay. Wait, what? Excuse me? Oh, never mind. I did a bad. That was me. There we go. All right. When you get to Loken's channel, copy and paste. Copy and paste. And put that in. Copy and paste that command. Put it into Loken's chat when you get over there. Have yourselves a wonderful Monday night. I'll see you back here for Wednesday's stream. Cheers, everybody.